Serenity. What are they most worried about? The gorgeous man SCCC getting his hands on. As we have seen some games today where Lenas have been picked when TA's in the pool and they let the TA through, and they are going to let it through. TA is going to be left.
Turn to pick.
Ricky.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
I mean, this is Serenity, right? Oh, this is what everybody wants.
So someone was telling me we have seen this today by Serenity in the loss, right?
Did we see it by them? Let me look. If we did. I'm going to take
it. It was, and they lost.
Let's take a glance at this, though. Let's see what
And it
happened.
was a core Ricky, like we have here.
It was against VP.
And
it was a core Ricky.
It was a core Ricky. And he didn't do great. I mean, the whole team suffered in that one. That was a rough game. I mean, it was VP against them.
Their draft looks... I mean, their draft in that one looks really...
But not to be deterred, as I wouldn't be. You know, if you're Serenity saying, well, we lost with Ricky, but it was against VP, so we're going to do it again against Newbee. The core Ricky.
Why would they pick it? It's a good hero to get you vision and information for team fights, so you're always going to like stalk the Earthshaker.
Yeah, I mean,
it can be nice for Weaver.
Smoke screen is so good this game. You smoke the Pango, you smoke the Weaver, they're going to have no way of getting out of it. And the Deucer will be the final pickup.
They didn't go for the... Okay. They didn't go for the TA.
It's the Deucer Wyvern that we did see what Optic do earlier today and had great success with.
This is true.
Deucer Wyvern, one of the classic combos.
Good ways to protect her as well, with like Shaker, with Wyvern, Pango as well, with the follow-up if they do try to go. Like, Shaker and Pango are two heroes that are very good versus Lina because you're the combo disruptors, right?
And I mean, it is one of those games you're picking the Medusa. There is a PL.
There's a PL.
He's going to have Diffusal.
And a Ricky will probably go Diffusal.
I mean, and this is the thing, right? Because if you're the Deucer, you don't really want to buy BKB. You don't really want to buy MKB early. So... Sure, some of the times the Deucer is able to sort of clean out the PL illusions by fighting back, but with the mischance, if the cloud's on top of her, she's getting diffused, slowed in the that PL is going to win the man fight every time. You know,
they also can swap her out if she's positioned like far away, right?
Yeah,
can just
or swap her into a cloud.
Swap her into a cloud.
Away from this. I think they've got ways to deal with this Medusa, but at the same time,
I'm intrigued to see Ricky.
If they get the free farm for SCCC and it goes like we saw with CCNC's Medusa earlier, it is one of those heroes that you just lack the damage to deal with. But saying that, I think Serenity's got answers for us, CCC's Deucer. I like what Serenity's doing this game, but I mean, I'm saying this, and it is a core Ricky, so this is the risk.
Yeah.
Because it is a core Ricky, but it's a core Ricky, but they've also got a PL and Alina to carry, so I don't think it's that bad. I think Serenity might have it here. I'll see. I mean, what do you reckon, Fon? What are you thinking? Newbee, of course.
I just don't know how to gauge Ricky in pro games. It's really, really hard, especially as a core. And what's the lane that they're going to run with it? Then they're going to run like...
That is because, where are you going to put him that he's not going to get absolutely crushed and punched in the face?
Because the one that they did versus VP, I think it was like a Wraith King Ricky lane, and it was not good. It got owned. But
so this time round, it's going to be what,
Rubik Ricky, probably?
You think Rubik Ricky?
They both kind of do the same thing now, like the way that people are playing the style of the Venge and the Rubik, right? You both get your Fade Bolt level 1, or you get your Wave of Terror level 1, and you just nuke and push out.
Look, that's what I like. That he plays it a lot.
He's
level 9 Ricky.
Level 9.
And I'm telling you, that level 9 was not achieved by playing his support. He's spamming that core Ricky in his pubs, I'm telling you.
So let's see. They're sending... Yeah, okay, they're sending Rubik top.
Okay.
So we're right on that one, at least.
Oh, the tips coming out. Some respect here for the core Ricky. From Mugi and from Faith. Faith, only 100 tip though. That's cheap, sir. You got to buy more levels, please.
They could do cool combos like Rubik plus Ricky versus Weaver. They can keep him inside of the cloud. If the Diffusal Blade does come out for the Ricky eventually, you cloud lift Diffusal. He's gonna be stuck inside that cloud for the damage to come out. I'm looking forward to it. He's gotten to be the one placing the wards. It seems like too.
And why not? Can do it undetected.
Yep.
Let's see how it goes. But it's all about lanes, because Ricky really is a hero that can just get absolutely crushed in the lanes. He's only got 44 right click.
It's been rebuffed at least. You know, it got nerfed down quite a lot, and then they re-added the damage back. So the wards are being placed. I'm seeing some pings coming out though.
He's doing his jobs. Hey, I tell you what, if someone got a Jin-Q card with the Ops wards planted, you're happy he's playing the Ricky. He's getting you those extra points, isn't he? Double whammy.
Okay, whoa. Okay, they swapped it up. He, I guess, was just the ward placer, and they're going to put the Ricky Venge bottom. Okay. They wanted to get it versus the Weaver,
Can he get the rune?
He will.
Yes, he can. Or can he get both of them? Nah.
Some harassment, though.
Well, they get 3 of them. 3 runes for Serenity to start off.
Pretty sweet. Did they block the top pole? They did. So it's,
Oh, look at this next level play. He pokes at bottom, and then he goes back top. So now Newbee like, okay, they think they know the lanes, but they don't.
Bottom, okay.
Oh, did he move bottom? No, he. Okay,
Yeah, PL ported. Yeah, GG
okay.
bottom.
All right, there we have it. So they've got the lanes. PL, Venge bottom, and indeed Rubik, Ricky up on the top lane.
Immediate by GGG. You see that? He gets hit once by the Arctic Burn. Just pops stop. Levels Doppel and skill uses it instantly to get rid of that % damage that he would normally take. Yeah, that's really smart.
Efficient to do so. You know, the cooldown obviously a lot less than the Arctic Burn, so as soon as it's back up, he can just do it again.
I mean, that's actually, like, I've seen a couple players do it, but that's so smart how, like, he did it instant, no hesitation whatsoever. He took no damage from the initial.
Mid lane as well, ZYD, the first few ways he's already forced SCCC to use us out just with that level 1 Dragon Slave harass. And it perfectly. We have seen ZYD have some very good Lina mid lane performances.
Yeah, this is a matchup that's pretty good for Lina because you have that extra bonus range. Deuce is 600, but Lina 670. You can actually hit across the water, especially when you have that ward placed in the mid lane. So ZYD should have a very good time here, but it's already starting off 6 and 7. That's crazy.
And again, GGG gets hit once by the Arctic Burn.
Doppels away.
As we said, doppels it off.
It's very smart.
XCJ actually going to look to join bottom.
They want to try to kill Faith.
They do. They want to catch him off guard. They've hit their level 2, so straight away they go with the magic missile, moving in with the telekinesis, and that's smart. Instant rotation there with that TP as soon as they all have level 2. And they get themselves that kill.
Right after the Arctic Burn is used too, so it's like Faith has no way to kind of like go into the tree lines and try to escape or anything. Ready off the bat, Serenity. I mean, it's 2 minutes in, 1K gold lead. Look at the 11-8 on the Lina. 12-8 now.
He loves his Lina.
He does.
To the point where I feel like if Newbee did their homework, they probably would have banned the Lina.
We got to see ZYD like dominate on this Lina in our first showing.
This is a good chance for them to get a kill on him. Like Kaka's got a haste rune. Chasing ZYD down. He does have a Fairy Fire in the south. If he wants to look for the Q plays, pops the Fairy Fire. Gets the Light Strike. ZYD with the Fairy Fire play. He'll get the turnaround kill. Did pop the south before he got hit and didn't need to. So we'll take a point off for style, but
I think he needed to do that.
He could have waited. He didn't need to south.
I mean, did he not? Are you sure? I think he was gonna die.
Nah, he wasn't. We're gonna see on the live replay. Did he need to south? Let's have a look.
He Fairy Fires.
Fairy Fires.
Stuns.
He salves now.
I needed. Okay, sure. It was just a precaution.
It would have been
whatever.
Close.
It's precaution.
But still, amazing play. ZYD. Fine. Very, very nice.
Does get sent back to base, and that rotation is actually kind of worth it there for Kaka to die.
It gets SCCC
catches back up. Yep.
That's for sure. So let's see how Ricky's been doing up on the top. He's now going to be joined by PYW. They sort of switched around the sieging of the supports. XCG sitting bottom now with GGG. And PYW up top with GNQ. And dude, look at his CS. He's Ricky, 3.5 minutes in. He's second highest on the CS. And he was left alone for a good amount of time when the Rubik TP bottom.
Because Kaka moved. As soon as Kaka moved XNQ, he has very good ways to last hit versus Pango.
I guess so. And look at the side. They've got their eyes on Kaka.
They got a stun in 1 mana. They just came back up.
They do find the range for the magic missile.
And that's about it.
Yeah, a bit of tickling to the shaker.
Then as soon as ZYD gets back in the mid lane, starts to take over.
Bottom lane. GGG, top CS. 23 for 2. All in all, still early days, but slight advantage here for Serenity. Top lane, Xingqiu. Being gone upon. They do not have detection on these 2 heroes, though.
Nope. He'll be okay. That 9 armor. Getting hit a couple of times, but doesn't really care too much.
Mid lane, yeah. SCCC really struggling.
Lina's just such a dominant mid laner. Except for that like TA.
They do end up getting PYW top.
Steps up a bit too. Stepped up like way too far actually. It was quite low because KP didn't have to use any abilities there. Just the fissure was enough to get the kill. With some right clicks.
Going to TP straight back top. They have got a good creep wave underneath their tower though. For Xingqiu to clean up. Wait for Terrans the creeps. Did you see make this CS a little easier?
You see PYW's item build too? Look at that. Just straight going for Medallion. Just bought it while dying. Got chainmail because he got a kill.
I'm just going to be super good for sort of setting up kill opportunities with the Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, an early medallion, for sure. Going to be great for them to put that early harassment on.
Mid lane ZYD, 1 creep away, and now he's got it, level 6. So SCCC has to be careful.
Just keeps getting hit by every single Dragon Slave.
Radiant structures are fortified.
War down, ZYD.
Popping the aggressive glyph here.
Can find a chance to get on top of SCCC, but SCCC keeps himself safe behind the tower.
Might try to want to bait him here with Kaka's rotation coming forward. It's dropping low, though. Follow-up comes through Kaka here with the fissure.
They do have a TP in as well from Faith. Let's see what of course will still go down. Newbee had the numbers mid. And a well-needed rotation there to help SCCC out. Also does have a lovely regen in there to top his bottle up with.
Punished for the over-aggression. Good rotation, though, by Newbee.
Yeah,
to make sure that their tower doesn't get chunked down too much. Still takes 800 damage, but...
I'm still seeing this. The CS across the board looking very, very good for Serenity. Top lane, XinQ trying to go in onto KP. Drops the smoke cloud to stop Fish coming out from Karaka Magic Missile. PYW holds the Shaker at bay. But this Ricky's getting farm. There's many games I feel where core Ricky's picked and it is punished. But 6 minutes in, he's got level 5. He's got 29 CS. I think he's happy.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the heroes to kill him up in that top lane unless they're carrying several dusts and they bring a rotation from the Wyvern or something. But they haven't even buying dust, which is a bit surprising.
And here's what you talked about. 7 minutes in, 7-minute medallion.
He's got it finished already. I mean, that's cool. They've been giving him a couple last hits to make sure. Literal 1,300 net worth, and it's a medallion. And fair fire, but... ZYD is positioned down bottom. Looks like he wants to try to set up for a kill on the Weaver with a quick lift. Doesn't look it's going to happen, though.
Yeah, they're all at. Oogie and Faith playing.
They're waiting for someone to step up too far. Faith has passed that threshold.
Oh, and he's going to try and fly down towards the low ground, but bam, the zap across. ZYD with the burst. Finds Faith.
You've got the lift. XCG's waiting.
Oh, the light strike. It is going to catch Mugi as well as the Dragon Slave. I think it looks to dive here. They've got the right clicks, but yeah, Mugi will be fine. Just able to keep himself back.
He waited on the lift, too. He was waiting. He's like, all right, light strike's going to be coming back up soon. But yeah, the lane ward saw Faith pass that threshold. They know they can go for the kill.
Sentry down.
Oh, he eats it instantly.
Immediately by XinQ.
So he's using the Blink Strike to jump out of things and not breaking the invis afterwards. Because Blink Strike doesn't break your invis if you don't do the auto attack afterwards. Nice little usage to get some extra last hits. And he's still free farming up here. Phase boot, pretty much a killer done. He's going to be... I mean, his damage is no joke.
Not at all. I mean,
with 6
Ricky
already.
Can overrun games if he gets this sort of start, which is why I feel like every time we have seen a core Ricky, it just never gets allowed to do this. It's scary.
Bottom lane, GGG.
We managed to find him underneath the tower there. Mugi and Faith diving forward. Got the level 6 now on Mugi, so can be a little more careless when it comes to diving now, so he has that time that's to rely on.
That can be the one issue that happens when you are using your Doppel so consistency to remove the Arctic Burn. So that time, Faith poked him with Arctic Burn, he instantly Doppeled, and then they just threw the bugs and committed forward on him with a Splinter Blast. So it does get punished for being that efficient, I guess you could say. How are we doing on levels? Any supports hit 6 yet? Nope. All level 5, though. So no one's getting left behind on the supports just yet. KP. Up top. Getting gone on. The Ricky. The medallion and the Ricky.
Same time down bottom. Mugi looking to go aggressive onto GGG again and pop the doppelganger, but of course that doesn't remove the bugs. The Fisher from Kaka coming out with the control on XCJ. Diving in, looking to hunt down GGG behind the trees. Only that one level in doppelganger. Still 15 seconds before it's back up, but looks like Newbee won't quite be able to get their hands on him. So GGG will survive.
It has the full hood finished, so just Aquila into hood before having treads. Even gets the hood brought down to him by XCG. How lovely. So this Ricky's going to have a very early defusal,
He
too.
is.
And with this...
He's going to be a huge problem.
With the Wave of Terror, it's already level 3. So they've got minus 12 armor committed forward whenever he's going to be popping that ult. I saw he was already hitting KP for like 170 damage or more per hit with it. With the, you know, with the minus armor, of course, that is. But that is pretty damn significant. How's SCCC doing? Still farming really well on the way toward that Mask of Madness. Do they have some stacks? They do. Serenity seems to be pretty happy with just keeping the lanes as they are, though. Not really forcing too many movements with their heroes. Just like, okay, we're going to farm up our diffusals, and then that's how we're going to deal with this Lusa. And ZYD is still doing excellent in the mid lane anyway. Gets the tower, top of the net worth. Yeah, XIQ, full 1,000 net worth over KP in that top lane with the first Blade of Alacrity. An early diffusal can do insane things to Medusa. That hero gets shredded until you get to that later stage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maybe they have had sort of 3 heroes sat down here on the bottom lane, but doesn't look like they've really been able to make a go on to She's feeling pretty safe on the side. XCG will be fished.
I think they probably want KP to make a move down bottom. Because if KP just stays top, he's free food for XIQ as well as PYW.
Let's see where it TPs. Yeah,
he's going to go bottom. Because his ulti is going to be really useful to go for the PL setup kills. So they might maybe just go for like a smoke wraparound. They haven't actually popped one. They're just going to walk forward. They're bringing heavy reinforcements. Let's see what they can find.
It is just XCJ at the moment soaking up levels.
He's got Shikuchi as well.
So
the dust is going to hit. Sun connects.
They're dropping everything.
The Echo.
Well, that's 4 heroes, Echo slams for the Rubik. As Serenity were already able to move Xixi out of that location, and top lane continues to be absolutely free reign for Serenity. So it's
they're
an
okay with that.
Expensive move, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're just fine with that.
Yeah.
That's an Echo committed, 140 seconds on it. They may lose a tower, but they're farming elsewhere. PL moved instantly, as you mentioned, GGG, and yeah, they're getting their top tower, which will boost XNQ toward a very, very fast defusal.
I'm telling you, this Ricky's terrifying. This is carry Ricky that's getting away with it. I really feel like he should not be getting away with it, but he is. Tower taken.
Level 7 now on bench.
Oh
so
boy.
Max Wave of Terror, Medallion very close to defusal. These two can actually just run around hunting. I think they can kill anybody.
Oh, deny the tower. Go on, XCJ. Oh, come on. XCJ could have gone for that. I mean, they'll take the kill.
They want the kill. They want the kill.
Okay, they baited him in for the kill.
Priorities.
Oh, top lane. PYW getting jumped on. Gets a cheeky little swap. This is the Ricky jump.
Look at the damage.
Bite! Tricks of the trade. A couple of cuts to Faith. And the bird is down.
All right, just the Robo Magi away.
Oh my goodness.
They are already starting to prepare the sentries on top of the ancient areas to make sure that Ricky can't just hunt SCCC. Because this is an 830 HP Medusa. And Xixi is mostly just focusing actually on jungle while his team, the spammers, can deal with the side lanes. They have the Lina as well as the Rubik bottom after they set up for the Weaver, push out the lane really quickly. Oh, and actually giving Xixi the tome as well. Since their supports they're already level 6. They're having a pretty damn good time in this game. PYW actually buys the tome for his carry. Yes, CCC.
No, I think GGG did buy
GGG bought it himself.
Yeah, he gave it
and
the
then he just brought it. Oh, okay.
Ooh, CYD with the DDD. Double damage room.
Okay, I thought I saw P would I bought it. My bad.
I might be wrong. I don't know. I thought I was.
You're probably.
It's late in the day. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Because I was gonna. That would have been the ultimate. If he's making the supports buy him the tome,
he should be.
They're rich. I guess they're rich.
This guy got like a 6-minute medallion, right? He doesn't need anything else. Medallion, Max Wave of Terror. That's his job.
XCJ getting caught out down bottom, but we got the defuse on the Ricky. He's ready to kill some people.
All eyes on him.
Dude, how did he get away with this?
He's waiting for bounty. Is he gonna find Mugi? Oh no, he just took it instead.
Mugi's able to get out. watch out.
I really just want to follow him around because of Ricky, but ZYD is making moves up top. Going for Kaka again with the Laguna. Can't quite finish him.
Oh. Well played indeed.
651 gold for Kaka. That's pretty much the blink finished in 200 gold.
Oh my goodness. So we come up with the big plays on a shaker.
Maybe we should have just been following the Ricky. We didn't want to show the, we didn't want to do that to CYD.
Oh, and he's going for the axe. Oh.
The Ricky? Yeah, that's a build, definitely.
Okay. Why so? What's so good about it?
If he just jumps inside the PL and there's this chaos with all the illusions, he's going to just be hitting over and over again. You might know which one the real PL is off of it, but...
Oh, here we go.
It's a lot of damage.
SCCC does have KP nearby, but ooh, he's going to get himself out of there. SCCC nearly going down, but will survive. Serenity.
Yeah, I mean, the Aghanims does like everything. It makes your ulti last so much longer as well. It gets up to 10 seconds at the max level. It's just a great item build on this hero. Because you're playing around your ulti for the most part. He's also not the carry hero, right? For his team, he's the offlaner, even though he's so farmed.
Still just a 1k lead for Serenity at the moment. And so a lot of net worth on SCCC.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of space to just farm those Ancients.
Closing in on that all-important item against the Ricky. Yeah, Hurricane Pike.
Mm-hmm. Got to get out of that smoke. Kaka's already got the 4-staff queued up after the Blink Dagger too. Definitely need those 4 staffs versus Ricky.
Well, giving these creeps in the mid to get that Blink Dagger gold. And now we'll see what he can get done with it. PYW and XCJ on the side were smoked up, but unable to find a chance to get in. And on top of Newbee.
Newbee, you can see how prioritized, like I was mentioning the sentries around the Ancients, but even more so now they've placed a couple more just on that bottom side too. So 3 or 4 sentries placed just to cover the entrances into their jungle and the entrance into that mid lane. So they're trying to keep tabs of where XI and Q is. They know how much of a nuisance this Ricky can be with such an early defusal timing.
And level 12 as well. Jun Q. Let's see what sort of play Newbee can pull out. With the Kaka Blink Dagger just on its way out now on the courier. Bottom lane. GGG.
Faith is going to be pretty poor this game. He is just non-stop buying sentries. Has to. Well, this gives space. You know, just this is kind of an invisible impact that Ricky's doing, or not, not because he's invisible, but because they're having to buy all these sentries and they're committing so much to kind of walking together, making sure they don't get picked off by this Ricky that's so farmed. That's giving a lot of space to GGG and ZYD just to kind of farm.
Oh.
And now they're making their way into a Roche. They've got Medallion, they've got the minus armor.
Yeah, they can do it pretty quick. It's a quick heads up play. Will be scanned out. Newbee know what's up. They do have, of course, that blink on the shaker.
It's
They
dying fast.
certainly contest if they get that quick, but they're not hit quick enough. Serenity get it. They take the roast, they take the Aegis and Newbee. They're not there quite in time. They will drop down the ult. Kaka as well with the Echo, but the swap outs there onto GGG, trying to buy him the space to get out. He's also got that Aegis. Laguna Blade and Dragon Slave onto Faith. Faith with the Cold Embrace will keep himself alive. They've lost 2 on Serenity. Let's see Q looking to jump in and try and find some kills in return. Will be able to pop one as he finds Winter Wyvern. They did manage to pop the Aegis too. So, considering the fact that Team Serenity did get that Roshan, not the worst of fights for Newbee, as they do immediately take the Aegis away from the PL and get the favorable trade.
Oh, definitely. Really solid situation there for them. They have, what, the Medusa gets about level and a half from that or something? Oh, no, it's still level 16. But, yeah, they get themselves some nice kills. Remove that Aegis. That stun. Great stun there by Kaka, connecting with the PL afterwards. This was a little concerning for Mugi in the bottom left. We didn't get to see here on the map, but you see Mugi drops completely out of mana, had the 20 stick charges, and actually was able to survive because of that versus the PL.
Up on the lane. Given the invasion, in fact, he's going to look to try and open up. He's got the tricks of the trade, and it's enough to find KP. Kaka is going to get stunned up. PYW will try and back away. They've got the detection. In fact, they're going to be able to stun GQ as well. Try for the TP out, but the Fisher was there from Kaka.
Core for core, but XIQ is worth a hell of a lot more money, and SCCC gets the kill. So level 17 now, getting close to a butterfly. Seems to be the next choice for him. Rather than going for the traditional Scotty.
Is under attack.
Now the invasion, of course, just so valuable against solution-based heroes like PL. So having it at this sort of earlier stage will be perfect.
That's true.
Because he's not going to want to build MKB soon. Bloodthorn, an unlikely pickup for his team. Definitely at this point of the game. I'll just allow him to live that little bit longer. And it helps him hit pretty damn hard.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
CJ trying to use the Shikuchi to maybe lead in. Onto
Wants to
Mugi.
try to set up for a kill here.
Sentry is down there. So Mugi will know what's up if XCJ comes around from the side. Back, KP, he's ready to fight back.
knows.
They got it. Got their own sentry down, he's on the side of it, they see him and they get it.
That obs ward they placed earlier. Now they know. Yeah, it's getting pinged out instantly. X9 Q.
Fisher.
ZYD.
Kaka, he's got the chain stun. PYW is there with the swap out. ZYD will be fine for now. Throws the Lagoon Blade over to Kaka. The Winter's Curse holding PYW in place. Finish GGG. Nearly kills him off, and he does. Mugi finds the finisher. GGG trying to get out here with the Doppelganger plays. Looks towards Mugi. Mugi has been dusted up. But it will not be enough to find him. We'll turn his attention towards KP, but KP's back towards the shrine with the rest of the team. GGG's got to be careful. GGG will retreat.
Echo was used at the last end of the fight. Kaka got Yulst and picked off. So 140 seconds with that on Echo. They used Curse as well. That one's got a low cooldown though. And these wards and sentries paying off for Newbee though, setting themselves up. We look at, looking at the map, it's just little sentry markers absolutely everywhere. Face's been doing a great job. Making sure he's always got the detection, always got everything in position. They've always seemed to have a dust too. Like 2 dusts. How's GGG doing on that? Manta, still pretty far. Has a Yasha finish now, but still quite a ways away.
Oh,
Light
that Light Strike! ZYD!
Woo! Do they have the swap too? PYW wants to. ZYD walks in front of him.
They've got them.
They got him.
The slows down 5. They don't even need to do so. Light Strike and ZYD with the triple.
Ooh.
Very flashy.
Nice light strike. Got the stun on Kaka as he goes forward.
Well, that's going to give him the full BKB now as well, ZYD.
And look at PYW, just very happy, running back and forth. Tanky Venge. These tanky support heroes. I mean, this is a Venge, but it's a Venge with 22 armor and 1154 HP.
Dire's middle tower.
It's quite a bit to go through.
Dire's structures are falling.
Do we have another item coming out? I think ZYD has the... Does he have the BKB?
BKB's done, yeah.
BKB's done. It's just flying back to base on the courier. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully he doesn't die because he doesn't have
no.
it, right? For his team.
Why
That'd be
is
pretty
it-
unfortunate for him.
There we go.
He noticed. Someone turned it and didn't. Someone didn't
someone's
use the
getting a
button.
report.
Got to use that
Someone
button,
is
guys.
getting a
Remember
report.
that bottom right button, and you send it to your teammates. Very, very useful.
There we go. He has it now. And Aghanims complete on Mr. Xingqiu. Alright. For PYW.
Do we have the Aghanims? We've got
Yeah,
the
done, it's
Aghanims on the
done.
Ricky, right? Yep.
It's all done.
So they're going to look for a smoke play. They got to look for a fight. They've got their fresh new items. They've got good timings with that BKB as well as the Aghanims. So they're going to allow GGG to push the top lane. They're going to meet him up there in case there's any rotations. While Newbee's kind of doing similar, but they're not smoked up. They are still positioning themselves behind SCCC, who is got the butterfly finished once the courier returns to him, and also the mana talent in about 3/4 of a level.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
Tower trades at the moment. Newbee taking the tier 2 bottom. Serenity will find that tier 2 top with
Dire's
some
top
speed
tower
with that.
has fallen.
Self passive with Lena.
And they're going mid already, too. So they're going to get a little bit more out of this. Now Newbee is starting to smoke and come up. This is
Dire's middle
not
tower is under attack.
to expect by Serenity, but they're in a good position. It seems like they have an idea that something is going to be happening soon. Position themselves on that high ground here.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Scan comes out from Newbee. Does clip Serenity.
See if Newbee can find a fight. That's the jump Mugi. Charging forward with the Shikuchi, but Serenity have already retreated.
Ooh, now they know. 2IW sees the Fissure. And this is probably where they can assume that their whole jungle is warded, because there's been a time where they've been just playing around top, and Newbee just went through their whole jungle, so the assumption should be made. And he's not going to go for the full manta, just going to get that heart. Looks like. And there's the talent. All right, so Dusa is much tankier now. Still only 1,200 actual HP, but 1,600 mana. And going to go for that Eye of Scotty next. The butterfly choice first is pretty cool here, like for the points that you were talking about, right? For the Ricky, as well as that PL, you can actually hold your ground with that evasion, so you don't get all your mana burned. So that is the gem now picked up for the Fench. As we were mentioning before, they know that there's a lot of vision in their jungle. This is going to help them at least secure that, and it's going to be great versus the Weaver if they do find those type of situational fights. Here we go. They get one, and they give it to Exine Q, so he's going to be the one running around for that dewarding. And they've got a smoke movement.
Let's see who they can find. Last time around, Newbee themselves unsuccessful with the smoke.
Oh, Newbee's got a gem of their own, and they look for the cheeky spot on the high ground there to see if there's a ward, but it's actually a bit further away. They didn't check that spot. But they are very ready for an engagement up on this high ground, too.
See bottom lane.
Serenity doesn't want to walk into a high ground. They want the opposite occasion. They all put themselves on a high ground hoping that Newbee would come. Mid tower. Does go down. Does reset the glyph of Serenity. And all of Newbee back off as a unit and smoke again. Been what? 2 smokes on each side in the last few minutes?
Just finding towers and getting those wards down. See if that changes here. Kaka. Level 12.
You see that. So Mugi's going for some supportish kind of build. Gonna be going back for the Aghanims on the Weaver. So can reset the Medusa. Do like that item choice this game. Doesn't feel like... I think he knows that, he's got Maelstrom already. He's going to do all he can to help versus his PL, but it's really... The game plan is about keeping Medusa alive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can rely on SCCC to do the damage.
Serenity. They've gotten onto this high ground here. The bugs are thrown. They're actually just committing for another smoke by Newbee. That's 3 in a row.
They're in the Roche pit. They're looking to start things up with the smoke. Cloud was down, so Kaka could not get off the Echo Slam. KP nearly getting right-clicked down. They'll find Alina, but Alina buys back immediately. Stone Gaze will come to an end pretty soon. XCJ will go. They found a second. They managed to find themselves another. The buyback from KP coming in. They want to try and hold this fight around the pit as Roshan sits at half health. Light Strike from ZYD on top of the Weaver. The Cold Embrace from Faith, keeping Mugi safe. The Winter's Curse down onto PYW, forcing ZYD to kill off his own teammate.
She doesn't have Doppel up for the second.
He's stuck in the pit. And he does not have buyback. Faith, very low at the moment. Jinkyu's trying to get back in.
The Venge Illusion finishes off KP with the Roche Bash.
Jinkyu's got tricks the trade back up. If he can get in the pit, he's got a chance, but he can't get in. Newbee will get the Roche kill, they'll get the Aegis, and they'll get the cheese, and they'll get out. 3 buybacks expended by Serenity.
They got the initial smoke too before the Echo Slam was off on the jump from Kaka, and they still weren't able to. Lina just died.
A very painful fight there for Serenity. 3 buybacks and still losing Roche, still losing the Aegis, still losing the cheese to Newbee. Newbee managing to do it their big time around the Roche pit.
Who bought back on Newbee? It was just KP? Yeah, it was
just the one of them. The 3 buybacks.
KP still did his job there. He did, stay in the pit, and he gets hit by of course, the Ricky ulti and gets shredded by it while he's doing the Rolling Thunder. But with that quick buyback, comes back in and does get the control needed for the Lina.
Obviously, SCCC off the back of being involved in that and not suffering at all. He's propelled even further forward. 21k net worth. He got full Miona.
He got like 3k from that fight, just about. He went from having like 1,100 gold or 2,000 gold up to 5,000 or 6,000.
We saw this earlier today. Just a Medusa. If he has a free game, it's this terrifying hero. 304 with this build as well. Butterfly, Miona does so much damage in these team fights. And the perfect lineup around him to keep him safe and sound.
Yeah. I love SCCC's build so far. Yeah. The Butterfly, instead of going for that Scotty, I thought was really clever. Didn't disassemble the Mask of Madness, but didn't really matter. Pointing out, XIQ did go for, he's gone for full damage, by the way, if you looked at his scope. He didn't go for the backstab multiplier, but the blink cast range talent's just way too good to really pass up ever, because it's your whole screen. You can blink in and out of fights over and over again. You can blink in, ult, and then blink out again afterwards, completely in and out of base pushes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a close one still, though. 17-16.
Yep. Newbee's triple smoke play really came in there.
Is under attack.
And GGG
Radiant's top tower
pretty much has the heart finished.
XCG's been having a bit of a rough time trying to get good spells to steal. Got the Shikuchi the one time, but besides that, been very difficult for him to get a good steal. Now full Aghanims for the Weaver, so being able to reset SCCC is going to be a pretty big deal here. Also, they have still an Aegis and a Cheese too, so several lives for this incredibly farmed Medusa.
We'll just see how the Aghs play comes into hand. I mean, obviously all that Mugi has to be worried about is sort of the smoke screen stopping him from being able to cast it, but it's got pretty incredible cast range.
That was the last smoke that they had. They just picked it up as well. Got the gem on the side of Newbee. KP has the gem, okay. Serenity can't really put much wards out. They just put their very standard.
Oh, they fancy YD. Kaka straight in with that Echo Snap.
He's got BKB Shadow Blade.
Oh.
That's a dust.
Oh, the swap. Oh, they get him out.
And he's fine.
Oh. Kaka just jumped forward for PYW, but they're a little scared now. They're going to keep it going. Did Kaka use the enchant totem?
He BKB'd.
No, before. So he didn't. I don't know. It looked like maybe I'm crazy. I'm sure it's that. But he did the echo. He did the Fisher, but he didn't enchant totem.
I might be crazy too. I may not have noticed.
Because he.
I was looking at KP who had the gem, and I was clicking on their heroes, checking if they had
Was that crazy, or did he not enchant totem? I feel like he didn't do his full combo. But I might be wrong. Oh, Kaka. He just jumps up to the high ground and woo! The Aghs time lapse from Mugi will save him. CCC pops the Stone Gaze. They've actually caught out GGG. GGG just jumped in on the front line.
He's just dead. What? XCG just walked in too. He stole Stone Gaze, but wasn't able to get it off.
Oh, it looks like it's not only me this time. The boys jumped in. They died. PYW swaps himself to the side, but he's gone as well. GGG, he just doppelgangered right into the midst of them. They had the ward down. They knew exactly what he was doing.
That's costly.
Ah, indeed. 5k lead now for Newbee. It's only continuing to grow.
And they've got level 25 Medusa. So split shot modifiers. We've got a Maelstrom and a Mask of Madness on this.
Oh, yeah. You guaranteed lightning procs every time.
Yep. Lightning procs all over the place. Lifesteal off of your split shots as well.
Yep.
Lovely.
I don't think you can kill him.
With an Aghanims Weaver behind, it's going to be really damn hard. They've got Cold Embrace too.
It looked like it was going to be okay for Serenity this game. The fact that Ricky was so far ahead, but it really felt like they just didn't have a very solid mid game. SCCC.
I mean, GGG just got doppeled into a Stone Gaze and died, right? He just got full disabled. So quite a big mistake coming out there for Serenity. Jump forward. Look at that far jump from XIQ.
Trying with that tricks of the train. Whoa. He's doing a lot.
You see what he did there?
Not quite enough, but now he's dead. Or maybe. Oh, the PYW swap. We'll get him out. Another jump. We'll keep him fine. On the side that PYW pays the price.
You see that?
Ooh! Huh. ZYD goes back in twice! All right.
I was all hyped because of what the Ricky did. Did you see that? Blink straight forward, and he went inside of his Mantha. He manted and pocket Ricky'd in his Mantha.
I was going to say, I saw him moving forward.
But he died.
He did die, and so did ZYD.
Well, he lived, sorry. ZYD died, the more important one.
Yeah, walking back in range. And that's going to be a free set of racks mid for Newbee.
XIQ again, jumps forward. KP gets time lapse, but look at this, inside the Manta. He's stalking him.
Doesn't quite kill him off, though.
He's looking for more.
SCCC gets the Stone Gaze out, and...
Oh, XCG gets stunned by...
Alrighty, what is happening in this game?
Things got real goofy in the last few moments.
It certainly did, and Newbee is the one to be coming out on top, because SCCC is he's just along for the ride here, and he's driving the ride. He's 8-0-5. He's got the money pretty much. He's got the money for Skadi. Oh!
Look at the far jumps.
He's going to get fished, though. They've got the combo. They lock him down. PYW tries to swap him, but he's dead.
And he's got no buyback.
Oh, no. And here comes the PL. Tries to come forward, but he's got to get out of that. He may get jumped.
Hey, I'm really cool to see this Manta. The Manta pocket rookie thing was worth it for all this, but
it's not doing anything.
It's
not winning them the game.
They made some crucial mistakes. That's true.
Yeah.
Newbee finishing up this siege of this bottom racks. They've still got 18 seconds before Lena's up 60 before that Ricky's up
How
too.
rich SCCC is.
I mean,
he's nearly double the net worth of the cause of Team Serenity.
I mean, yeah, there's no way they can kill this, man.
Oh my god.
Or the snake lady.
Oh my lord. 7.7k gold. Still got cheese in the bag as well.
And infinite time lapses on a 16-second cooldown.
Yeah. There's no way he dies. I know we've jinxed stuff in the past as casters, but there is absolutely no way that SCCC dies this game.
Yeah, definitely no way. Oh, poor XCG.
The Winter's Curse from Faith.
0 and 9 on the Rubik. It's going to be forced to buy back. It's the last hurrah they have to try to hold here. Killing the ward that's inside their base. Ricky's respawning in about 10. Newbee. Look like they are starting to disengage. I mean, there's the SCCC can go buy a full
Dude, just
Scotty,
buy a rapier, bro. You ain't dying.
He might just use the cheese for the item slot so he can use... Yeah, get the Scotty. Oh, doesn't actually buy the Scotty. Gets the phase boots.
He's just going to BKB turn and fight back, and whoa, Jin Kiwi gets swapped out, but he's still dead. Falls forward on SCCC. He's managed to close the gap on GGG. Double kill for SCCC. PYW falls as well.
And just buys a rapier.
And there it is. What a glorious man. SCCC. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at him go. 12-0-6. Easiest game in SCCC's life, he says.
Yeah. He got away with everything, right? He just kind of sat farming Ancient, had his team sitting behind him. Everything kind of came to him perfectly after that Roshan fight. And everything kind of fell apart for Serenity after that second Rosh fight.
Yeah.
It completely fell apart.
Some great ideas, Serenity. But they, I don't know what quite happened in the last 10, 12, 15 minutes. As it's game over.
Yeah, it's game over.
SCCC and the boys, they've done it. They've absolutely done it. He's going to get swapped back. Oh!
The time.
Oh, the time lapse. He is more than ready to fight on. Look towards PYW. Oh, the Echo Slam from Kaka really seals the deal as GG is called. Newbee will take game one of this two-game series against Team Serenity, and in glorious SCCC style as well.
It was so close for quite a while too, and then it was still
happened.
SCCC was still, you know, ticking up and staying up at that top net worth, but up until that second Rosh, everything was looking pretty even, except for that Duso, pulling ahead, and then everything crumbled. Like,
yeah,
and I don't even know if crumbled is the right word. Like, it just, nice. Right? They just they died with ZYD, bought back, went back in, died. GGG jumped into the Stone Gaze, got killed, went forward, died again. Yeah, several situations where they kind of just died, fed some kills to Newbee, and Newbee took complete advantage of that and just went for the push.
I mean, it is long days, as I say.
It is long days, and
long days.
Maybe they also just felt like they were like, oh my god, we didn't. It's that, you know, that ticking time bomb we talk about in the mental game where like we didn't address the Dusa enough. This Dusa just farmed Ancients and we didn't get the killer and all. So maybe it just got in their heads a bit.
Yeah, no, some fantastic numbers. Of course, SCCC ending up 936 GPM at the end of their game. So strong stuff from him. As we saw at the end, clutch Aghanims pick up by Mugi on his Weaver. Those sort of saves coming into play. And Kaka's Shaker. Some very nice slams and initiations. Not necessarily the big sort of five-man slams, but there's just no hesitation from him to get in and start the fight off.
I'll give credit. I want to give. This is the support style in me, but you know, Faith bought 27 Sentry Wards. Yeah. And I thought that the warding game was really, really good.
Which is always it's sort of for Newbee. For their ups and the downs, the warding is always on point from their support.
The wards and then the triple smoke play was pretty neat too. They smoked, didn't find anyone, smoked again, didn't find anyone, smoked. They found that Roche situation that won them the game.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So that was game one of Serenity versus Newbee. Newbee will